Good afternoon. I'm here today with Jill Nichols Hicks, and she's the CEO of Illuminating Women, and Bettina Carey. And Bettina is an executive consultant who works with doing success coaching and uplifting women. She's known as the woman behind the women. So we're here today. We want to talk about the upcoming 2019 Illuminating Women Conference, Ignite Your Radiance. So I've actually never been to the conference, so I'd like to have Jill tell me a little bit about it.
Well, hi, Kate, and thank you so much for inviting us and allowing us to share with you and your listeners about the value and the importance of this incredible conference that's coming up. This is our third conference that Illuminating Women is doing, and it's all about surrounding women to empower them, to encourage them. We've done it on self-care. We've done it on a multitude of issues that women struggle with. And this particular conference, we're calling it Ignite Your Radiance. Because what we know is that a lot of times women, especially in the avatar age of the women that are attracted to our group, are between the 40 and 60-year-old woman, they're dealing with kids that they're getting out of the house, or aging parents, and maybe that their jobs that they're in, that they're feeling a little like stuck and not really feeling a fullness in their life. This is a great opportunity to come and meet other like-minded women who are heart-centered, women who are excited about making transformations in their life. They're getting inspired around other women. So this one is that we believe that every woman has a light inside of her, and some women are just not shining as bright, and this is their opportunity. You can go to illuminatingwomen.com and look at our event under conferences and even on our landing page and read more about it. And if I may, just share we're going to start the day out with Dr. Brenda Butterfield talking about mindfulness and the research and the science behind it, what differences it can make. Then we have a panel called Aging Magnificently, which we're so excited about. Bettina is on that panel, and she's going to be talking about what is it like. You know, we get so worried. Women spend so much money in the cosmetics and in the beauty care. And we worry sometimes about getting older. And what this panel is going to say, it's just beginning in the 60s about being in the 60 age group. It's an exciting time. Then we have a wonderful farm-to-table lunch to serve you. Then we have Kelly McNeil's coming in, who's going to be talking about getting clear in your messy brilliance. Our keynote speakers coming all the way from Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. She's talking about getting unstuck and breaking the barriers. This woman is amazing, what she's had to go through. And then we end it with, Judge Rachel Bell. And then we ending it with Debrina Jackson, who is going to teach us about becoming more of a juicy woman. So it's a whole gamut of helping you get clear and looking at what's getting you stuck, to just really flowering so that you walk out of there on fire, inspired, walking up higher. And we also have an after party, so it'll be great. So we're excited about this. It's March 2nd in Woodinville at the Brightwater Educational Center. You can learn more about it on illuminatingwomen.com.
So Bettina, on the panel that is going to be talking about aging magnificently, tell me a little bit about who's on the panel and what you guys are going to be talking about.
Well, I am very excited to be on the panel of Aging Magnificently. And the reason being is that I just turned 60 last year, and I've actually entered a period in my life where everything is on fire. And I am just so excited to be able to share that with the other panelists. So, my philosophy is that if you ask a woman if she feels empowered in all areas of her life, she'll likely say no. And the reason that most women say no is because they're not necessarily having all of the aspects of their life firing full bore, right? So they might have their love life okay, or they might have their business life okay, but their love life's a little out of whack. And so I'm looking forward to talking a little bit more about aging magnificently as it relates to having all areas of your life on fire and radiating brightly, as Jill has mentioned. That's the whole point of this event, is to help women to feel more empowered and to embrace, you know, that ember that's burning inside of them, and then be fanned by the flames that the women there who are like-hearted, not just like-minded, that are going to be there. So what I'm going to bring to the conversation is really about what aging has been for me, and one of the, not just one of the, but some of the go-to aspects of my life that I lean on in order to be aging magnificently. In fact, I would even go as far as to say that I don't actually believe in age whatsoever. I believe in being ageless, right? Not defining yourself by the age and the number, but defining yourself by what you're able to feel on the inside. Your own personal and human development is really much more important to me. And I go a little further than that and say my human consciousness is even more important to me at this point. So having been a seeker of truth and enlightenment for 40 plus years of my life, that is a much more interesting conversation. But I do have certain things that have helped me to age gracefully, and including resilience. And resilience, you know, has never failed me in my lifetime. From the very beginning of my young life, when I chose a partner to marry, you know, just in high school, and it turned out to be a very highly abusive relationship, and there was all kinds of consequences that resulted from that, to several other relationships that I'd have in my life, or other business opportunities that might not have been as successful as I would have liked. And in each of those cases, you know, death of even family and friends, resilience has been one of the cornerstones of my life. And when I think about resilience, I think about being able to have something not necessarily great happen in your life and be able to see that silver lining, or turn the lemons into lemonade. And if you can do that through mindset and mindfulness awareness, in minutes or in seconds or in days, as opposed to years, you tend to have a little bit more resilient lifestyle, and a more magnificent lifestyle, I would add. You know, even when my dad, you know, passed away in 2006, I had to be a very mindful person, or it would have been excruciating to go through that. And although it was definitely painful, having the practices of being present and being able to see the positive thing in all things, including his passing, has really helped to bring my life to a level of brilliance, really. And I'm so happy that, you know, no matter what seems to happen in the day or the week or the year, that I'm able to rely on my resilience as a cornerstone to my magnificence, as Jill would put it. So I'm really excited to bring some of that conversation to the table, as well as be a part of the conference and other speakers. And I'm sure we'll be ignited and on fire by some of the other speakers that are going to be there, including the very famous Sabrina Jackson Gandy, who, of course, has the conversation about becoming a juicy woman.
Hmm. So who are the other women on the Aging Magnificently panel? And how is the panel going to work? Is it going to be the three ladies talking, or?
So Tracy Klinkoff is the MC. She is the chit chat and the power of she.
Yeah.
And she is emceeing the event. So she will be fielding a few questions that we have gathered from the women in the community who want to know what from these women, how they aged magnificently. And those that we have on there, we're very excited. We have Bettina, of course. We have Beata Jazuki Baker on there. And we also have our Supreme Court Justice Judge Mary Yu also on the panel. And all three of these women have different experiences. They come from different backgrounds. Bettina's a mother and a grandmother and a professional. The other one, obviously, is a judge and a woman of also color and of a different sexual orientation, and what kind of things did she have to go up against with just that. And then Beata, who has an incredible story in living through the time where women had to fight for their rights. And she remembers the days when we couldn't get credit cards in our name without our husband. She remembers a lot of those things that women have had to battle. And the younger generation, may they never forget it. So these are some of the powerful stories that are going to come out. So you're going to get stories, you're going to get anecdotes from these women, and of what they did and how they survived. And it's all going to balance with our marketplace that we'll be having. We have vendors that will be there that support for women and women's needs and women's issues. And you're going to walk away with a really good toolkit of things that you could actually apply and practices that you can put in. Mm-hmm. Because when we work on our personal growth and our personal development, our professional lives shine up better. And we in Illuminating Women truly believe that when women illuminate their personal and professional life, their families are better, their communities are better, and women are healthier and stronger. And that's what we do. And we do it through our community of women who care desperately that all women can ignite their radiance and illuminate their lives.
So I understand this is your third year in doing the conference?
Yes. This is our third conference, and in every conference, as we grow, we attract more and more people because they go to it, they see what changes they were able to make, they've watched how they've grown, and they can't wait to come back. And so it's exciting, and we continue to attract in those speakers at that right time that just are meant to be for the messaging women are wanting and needing right now.
So Bettina, have you gone to the previous conferences? I have not been able to go to any of the conferences. In fact, Jill and I just met about 1.5 years or so ago. But I was able to attend one of your meetings. You really are focused not so much on the networking side, the business aspects per se of women, but more about women being friends to one another and developing friendships within that context. So although I haven't been, I've been surrounded by some of the women, both that Tracy is bringing into her fold, but also Tracy's family of friends too. And I think the two of them are going to be rock solid powerhouses and attracting all the women who really could benefit from this. And if you want to be a powerful woman in your life, you have no other better place to go to this time of year, right?
Absolutely.
Very unique program.
Yep, and we're linking arms, and that's what we do. The 3 words that we have in Illuminating Women are empower, encourage, and educate. And education is key. That's why every event we have speakers and we have opportunities to learn something new. Because when a woman gets educated, Oprah Winfrey talks about this, education is so powerful for women. When women are educated, they get more empowered. They get encouraged and they get empowered, and they do illuminate and they do shine brightly. And there's not a woman out there that we all don't need to take some extra steps in our lives, because we're not always quite where we want to be. As life hands new challenges or life hands new things, and we've accomplished some of our dreams and goals, we set higher goals. We set new things. And life will also give us times that it wants to knock us down. You need a community, and you need tools, and you need ability to say, I can survive this, be it death, be it financial ruin, be it health, be whatever it is. We're here to support and guide that direction for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you mentioned it's going to be at the Brightwater Conference Center?
Educational Center, yes.
Okay, and that's over in Woodinville?
Out in Woodinville. It's easy to find, MapQuest it, it'll take you right there to it. We'll have a sign out so that you'll see it. And you'll want to wear comfortable. You want to be comfortable. You want to be ready. We're going to, we'll have a journal for you to take notes. We have all kinds of fun things for you, nice little snacks for you. You don't want lunch, bring your own lunch, because it will be a little bit of a drive to leave. We get about an 1.5 hour lunch break in between. And in each speakers, every time in between, we'll have Sharon Huckleberry, who will be standing up and getting us some stretches exercises so that our minds and bodies can be ready to learn again.
Okay, well, do you have anything else you'd like to add before we go, Bettina?
You know, I would just add that, like Jiminy Cricket said, a dream is something that your heart wishes for. And so if you have a dream, you want to have that fulfilled, you have no other better place to go than to the Illuminating Women Radiance event in 2019, March 2nd. Join us. It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, you want to tell people one more time where they can get the tickets, Jill?
And we say, who do you know? Who do you know? You might have that date, but who do you know? What girlfriend, what mom, what sister, what neighbor, what woman from your synagogue, your church, to your club, to your gym, what woman couldn't use this powerful, powerful transformational day? So you'll go to Illuminating Women, that's ILLUMATING women, WOMEN.com, illuminatingwomen.com. You'll find our events. It's right on our landing page, also under events. The 2019 Ignite Your Radiance Conference, March 2nd. We start at 8 a.m. in the morning with the vendor marketplace. 9:15 we'll get started, lunch break around noon. Done right at 4 with more marketplace time. And at 5 o'clock for 2 hours, we're going to have appetizers and a beverage to just celebrate your new radiant self shining even brighter.
Well, it sounds like fun. Thank you, Bettina and Jill, for being here. Jill. And come and join them on March 2nd.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Kate.
All right. Bye.
Bye.